Her name was Cinnamon Bun. I swear she had the brightest smile I ever seen. The first time I talked to her was back in 7th grade at the middle school bus loop. She was standing there with candy, and I walked up asking for some. Everybody says Jazz talked to her first. Nope, it was me. Then Mohammed came right behind me asking too, but she only had one lollipop left, and somehow I got the last one. She smiled and said, "I'll bring more tomorrow for you guys." And after that, we just kept talking to her every day. At first, she was just my snack buddy, the girl who always had candy in her pocket and somehow made boring school days less boring. Nothing more than that, or at least that's what I kept telling myself. I remember one day we were at the basketball court after school, and this Asian dude, I think his name was EJ, was hooping. She didn't even know him like that, but she started liking him almost instantly. After that, she kept asking Mohammed about him all the time, and weirdly, I started feeling something. Not all at once, not some movie moment, just small feelings growing bigger every time she smiled at somebody else. I kept lying to myself saying it was temporary, just a dumb middle school crush. But then 7th grade turned into 8th grade, 8th turned into 9th, and the feelings never left. I even told her one time that I only saw her as a little sister. Biggest lie I ever told. Not just to her, but to myself too. Because even now, thinking about being with her, not just as friends, still makes me happier than anything else. And I think she liked me back once. That's the part that hurts the most. I think I ruined it before I even realized it was real. One day she kept talking about EJ again, and I think I got jealous without understanding that's what it was. We were all leaving school soon, and she had her mask off that day, and me being stupid and immature yelled, "That's why EJ gonna get a better looking girl than you." The second I said it, I felt sick because she already had insecurities, and I think I made them worse. She looked at herself in the glass window for a second, then quietly put her mask back on. She laughed it off, but I could tell it hurt her. Mohammed kept telling me to apologize, but I didn't. Instead, I kept talking and somehow made everything worse, and that moment never left my head. Out of every person I hurt growing up, hurting her is the thing my mind replays the most because she didn't deserve it. Not from me, especially not from me. The thing is, I don't really like physical touch. Never did. I don't hug people. I don't hug Jazz back. I barely let anybody near me like that. But Cinnamon Bun, she was touchy with everybody, hitting people playfully, hugging people randomly, always full of energy. One day the halls were empty and I was heading to the office. I ran into her and she opened her arms for a hug. Something in me just reacted because it was her. I hugged her back so fast, picked her up, spun her around without even thinking, and she laughed and said, "Wow, this the first time you actually hugged me." Man, that was probably one of the happiest moments of my life. I literally skipped down the hallway afterward, me, running and smiling in school, something I never do. That one hug made my whole day brighter, maybe even my whole year. And after that, I started realizing how much I cared about her. Every time somebody messed with her, especially Mohammed, I'd instantly step in. Not because she couldn't defend herself, she definitely could. I just felt like I needed to protect her, like it was my job. She could hit me playfully all she wanted, and I'd never actually hit back. Jazz or Mohammed, yeah, maybe, but her, never. I couldn't. And now I got this hole in me that only gets bigger when I think about her, because I don't just want her as a friend. I want her to love me back someday. Not just as somebody she grew up with, but as somebody she feels safe with, somebody who stays beside her through everything. I want to be there for all of it. Her crying, her loud moments, her weird habits, like how she covers her mouth when she smiles too hard, or how she laughs when she's embarrassed, or how she lightly hits people when she gets shy. Every little thing about her stayed in my head. And for her, I'd learned Tagalog. I'd learned Filipino history, traditions, food, everything. Not because I have to, because loving her makes me want to. Maybe I messed things up back then. Maybe she already saw the worst side of me too early. But no matter how much time passes, a part of me still believes she's the person my heart chose a long time ago. And honestly, I don't think it ever stopped choosing her.